Rolling along here at Big Ten Women's Basketball Media Day, and it's been a historic stretch for the Michigan Wolverines. 7 straight NCAA tournament appearances, the longest run in program history. This season, they'll look to make it 8 in a row, led by that talented young core of Olivia Olson, Syla Swords, and Mila Holloway. Freshman starters a year ago who are now part of a special and fast-growing sophomore class. Kim Barnes Arico, the queen in the middle, the winningest coach in program history, here with Olivia and Syla. We'll hear from the players in just a bit, but let's start with the coach. KBA, thank you so much for making some time. It is great to see you as always, and I know every offseason is different, but I wonder how much difference a year makes. From last year, you had a lot of new young faces, and now they've got a year under their belt. So just coming into this postseason, this preseason, I should say, what's different about a year ago?
Well, it's nice to know that our freshman class all returned. They're all sophomores, and I think in this landscape of college athletics, sometimes you don't know that. But our freshman class all came back, which was amazing. They're incredible basketball players. They're great people. They're great students. They're Michigan women, and they have unfinished business. They want to continue to grow. They want to continue to develop, and they want to continue to do special things at Michigan.
I think it was a surprise how quickly you were able to come together with so many freshmen that were playing huge parts for you, and Syla Swords and Olivia. And how was it that you were able to take this team with they were young, talented, but to get them to play beyond their years so quickly?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of things. Jordan Hobbs and Greta Kamschrader really did a tremendous job as seniors on that team. Jordan always talks about she came in as an unranked kid and left being a draft pick last year. So she had an unbelievable senior season. They both did for us. And they really poured into those freshmen and gave the freshmen the confidence and the platform to do the things that they were able to do. But Syla and Olivia, I mean, from the minute they stepped on campus, I've never coached 2 kids that worked as hard as they did. Not only were they talented players, but their work ethic was absolutely, absolutely incredible. And they're competitors. They just want to win and be great at every single thing that they do. And then you add Mila Holloway to that mix. I don't think anyone in the country expected Mila Holloway to be able to do what she did as a freshman for us at the point guard position. That's a little bit different. To open up your college career against South Carolina in Vegas as a freshman point guard. And she just handled that load with such grace. And I think, really for her, this next season, her maturity in the preseason, her growth in the offseason has been really, really special. She played U19s with Team Canada, as did Syla. Syla also played with her national team, and being on that stage and having that international experience just continues to help their offseason growth.
Well, you mentioned Mila. Olivia Olson was the Big Ten co-freshman of the year. Syla Swords was incredible, over 16 points per game. Those freshmen, those 3, accounted for over 50% of your points last year.
Wow.
I mean, that's incredible.
Wow.
And I said there can be competition when you come in together of who's going to be the lead dog. I didn't sense that from those 3 at all, that they were rooting for each other. Like, it's your turn to go get 30. No, it's your turn this time. How have you managed just the 3 of them being able to help each other be better?
I think that's really a great point, because you see that all over basketball, all over sports, where teammates are competing against each other for the spotlight. And we never had that issue last year. I mean, how special is that?
Yes.
How special is it? And players that were the best where they came from really bought into the team dynamic and were so unselfish. And, you talked about Syla and Olivia and their accolades from last year, but I remember every week, I was wondering every week, like, who's going to be Big Ten Freshman of the Week? And I would put up Syla.
That's a tough thing as a coach.
Syla and Liv's stats, and then Mila's stats, and I'd put them all up, and it'd be 15.9 points, 16.1 point, 38%, 39%. I'm like, oh my gosh, who's choosing this? Because for me as a coach, they didn't care. They didn't care. They weren't fighting for points. They were fighting for wins, and they were fighting for our team to be successful. And that started with Mila Holloway. And I even told Mila this week, I go, Mila, you might need to take some more shots than you did last year. And she's an incredible, incredible shooter, incredible scorer. But it's not her, it's not what she's thinking about first. She's thinking about, how can I get my teammate a shot? How can we be the best Michigan team? And when you take a team of people that do that and have that unselfish attitude, I think you wind up finding success. And that's what we were able to do last year. So, yeah, it's really special. The three of them didn't have that mentality at all, which is unusual in this day and age.
Yeah.
But I think it's what made us find success.
Well, and I know this now, sophomore class is near and dear to your heart, and it's getting bigger. There's now 6 sophomores. Kendall Dudley comes over from UCLA. She's terrific, and I think is going to bring a lot to the program. I wonder for you, Coach, you have 3 kids, your son Trevor, and then you have 2 daughters, one who plays lacrosse at Michigan, Emma, and then Cece. And I think there is something to being able to look at your job differently when you have kids of your own and then you bring in other people's kids to the program. Just how has that kind of shaped how you look at what you do?
I've really talked about that through the years because I've been coaching for a long time now. Sometimes it feels like yesterday, sometimes it feels like forever. But I do believe when I reflect that becoming a mom really has made me a better coach because it does give me a completely different perspective. And even watching my children go through the process, and when Trevor was the first to go through it, I'm like, what's important? Well, I want him to go to a coach, a man that's going to help him become a better man. I want him to go to someone that's going to help develop his game, but also help develop him as a person. And I think that's really important when I reflect on what I want to, leave. What do you want your legacy to be? I want our players to look back and feel like, Coach has helped me in every aspect of my game, helped develop me on the court, but helped me become a better person off the court. And, Emma has been so fortunate to play at the University of Michigan, and she plays for an incredible coach in Hannah Nielsen. And, when she went through the process, that was a really important piece. And now I watch Cece, who's a junior in high school, going through this recruiting process right now. And she always talks about, and I love it, and this isn't a knock on anything, but I love that I have strong women as daughters and strong men in my life that really truly believe in women, in my son and my husband. But my youngest always says, Mom, I would want to play for a woman. Wouldn't a woman want to play for a woman? She's like, Trev was a guy. He got to play for a guy. Like, I want to play for a woman. And I think that is really important to my children. And they've always loved playing for their female coaches. So I think, it has helped me definitely be a better coach. It helps give me perspective on a lot of different things. And at the end of the day, I want our players, I wanted my children to know that someone believes in them and someone knows that they can accomplish things that they don't even yet see. And I want the same for our players.
You literally couldn't have said it better than that. And by the way, Emma scored a goal against Notre Dame, it sounds like, the other day. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
Coach, great to see you. Thank you so much for making the time. We're looking forward to watching this squad. There's a lot to be excited about for a schedule that features Notre Dame, UConn, and Syracuse all before Thanksgiving. Whew, that is some confidence right there.
That are confident right there. They want the bet. They want to compete
giving you a headache already, putting together the scouting report for UConn, Notre Dame.
Yes.
A chance to avenge that NCAA tournament loss to the Irish November 15th in the Shamrock Classic in Detroit. So many great games to look forward to. Mike and Shimmy are with 2 of those sensational sophomores we were just talking about, guys.
That's right, Ash. The first pair of freshman teammates in Big Ten history to score 500 points or more in the same season are Syla Swords and Olivia Olson, who join us now. You two will be tied at the hip for a long time as long as you keep playing to this level. I want you each to explain, Syla, you start, what it's like to play with the other.
Yeah, Liv's a really special player. You can tell every time she hits the floor because the intensity of the game changes, the intensity of practice changes. And whether it's a shooting drill, whether it's a defensive drill, you never have to question whether she's going her hardest because that's just who Liv is. And so anytime we have to pick a team, pick a player, Liv's always at the top of my list because I know she's out there to win and she's always pushing people to be better.
Olivia?
I would say Syla's the most unselfish player I've ever played with. On and off the court. She's the best teammate you'll ever have on your team, and I think that's so different and unique of the best player on the court on the team is not always you're the best teammate or best leader. And so for her to just pour into everyone else, you're seeing her pick someone who's struggling that day to be on her team. But then she's also hitting the game-winning shot for Team Canada and just dominating at everything, and she goes at everything so hard. So, and I think I just love being her teammate.
I want you to be honest with this one, Liv. How often do you make fun of her Canadianness? Whether it's in front of her, behind her back, you can be honest. It's okay.
Maybe like I'll give it like twice a season. I'll give it twice a season. But other than that, we love our Canadian queen.
You know, the best is I was totally kidding, and I love that there was an actual. I'm going to give her 2.
She was honest.
Yeah, I respect that.
Well, I don't know how you can possibly make fun of anyone who literally has gone on the record and said they have no fear of failure. Like, how? Were you born that way, or did you get hit in the head too hard? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I would just say it's probably the situations I've been in growing up through the Canada basketball system. Being a hooper from Canada, you're not expected to do so many things on the American stage. Going in, being a 16-year-old, playing on the senior team with Natalie Achanwa, who's now our assistant coach, 4-time Olympian, having to guard Kia Nurse, who was a WNBA All-Star, and I still hadn't even gotten my high school degree, let alone my college degree. And it's recognizing that, yeah, I'm probably going to go in and look crazy at some times when you're playing against such high-level talent. Yeah, I'm not going to perform the way I want to perform every single day, but recognizing that every single day I'm getting closer to my end goal of being the best that I can be at the end of every practice, every minute of training.
And Olivia, while this one was all over the world playing basketball for Team Canada, you were back in Minnesota doing something very special. You took your own money and you bought a Dr. Dish for a youth basketball program. Well, why was that important to you?
It was important to me because I gave it to Legacy Hoops, where I grew up training, and Ramin Underwood, the owner, he's given me so much, and he's poured so much of his wisdom and basketball knowledge into me. So it felt like with our game and how it's growing, it felt like the only right thing to do was give back to them and just help little girls and kids be the best versions of themselves and be able to train every day.
I mentioned at the beginning you two will be tied at the hip. We could easily have a third chair and have Mila Holloway right here with you, along with you, another player who came in when you did and made a big impact. I want you to both to give me the idea of what it's like playing with her.
Yeah, playing with her, she's also fearless. So she's getting up on people on defense. She's getting rebounds and pushing it up to the wings to attack. And her mid-range, she has crazy moves. So sometimes I'm like, how did she just make that? But, she just has so much energy, and she's so calm to her that you don't know when nothing ever messes with her. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. It doesn't feel right for the two of us to be here without Mila being here, our point guard. And I think people don't give enough credit to what she did last year, coming in, being underrated, being under-recruited, and then you're starting on a big high-level team like Michigan. You're playing with so much poise. You're playing against #1 teams in the country every second week. You're playing against UCLA, going against the guards of South Carolina. And for Mila to carry the weight that she does every single day and still be a point guard. Like that, at the end of the day, she's a point guard, but she was a freshman point guard, and she was able to do it with such success and such poise that her name needs to be mentioned in these conversations.
How often do you see sophomores this poised and put together?
Leaders.
Seriously.
This is the new leadership
It's
of
impressive.
this program. Very.
To the both of you, thanks so much for your time. Have a great season.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.